kitchen. Here we are, Judy
Oh, good
and
morning.
Dave on phone.
I guess we can start.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's just myself, Doug, Rich and Donna here today. In a blank Zoom screen.
Yeah.
It's okay for me.
So. At first, we've got our minutes from the last meeting, and I don't, Donna, I think you took those.
I did.
They
Yes.
look fine
Yeah.
to me.
About you, Dave? Yes. Yes, minutes are beautiful.
Okay,
They're beautiful.
so just the motion to approve is what I need.
I'll make a motion.
All right, we got Doug and Judy. All in favor?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we can't.
All right,
Yeah.
and as you know, Dennis is in Florida and he couldn't come online today, so it's just us.
Right.
First on the agenda, I put revisit plans for access to Red Dock Wilton, and I texted Tim Fletcher. And he said, plans are, we're getting in, we'll be going in soon. This winter.
Oh, good. Oh, this winter.
So now, I don't know when. I drove by, I don't know, before I sent that, hasn't changed, but
Okay.
I think when the weather maybe warms up a little, I'll check back with you. But
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
because actually, you might want to go in sooner than later. We have about 2.5 inches of frost. If the snow melts and gets warmer, it's gonna be a mess.
I think
Oh,
he's
that's
aware of
very
that.
bad.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah. Yeah,
I wonder if he ever contacted that other neighbor.
I hope so.
If not, they'll find out.
We should send a new supervisor to do
Okay, that's true.
Oh, I forgot there was.
that. Test them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
it's diplomacy.
Yeah, put him under fire, huh?
Okay, and the next item is annual maintenance and repair of headstones with Mr. Ellison. We never really challenged that. I think we all appreciate his work.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the budget amount is, but it's at least 7,000.
I think that was.
Yeah,
But we put something in for it.
yeah, we went higher.
There used to be what, 5, right?
Must be-
It used to be
Yeah.
5, I think he did around 7. He might have charged a little over 7 for supplies or something. But I think he maintained that again for this year. So if the committee wants, I'll go check on that with the powers to be. I don't know who sets that contract up, maybe you.
Well,
I think he was once a primary contact.
Yeah, I'll just have them remove it.
I mean, yes,
But
that's
you-
has to go out and go over the cemeteries, with Pete, but,
What his plan
what his
was.
plan was, but, it was just really was reflex was figuring out the
Yeah,
houses and.
and then back in early December, Peter had written about the questioning of a couple stones in Hunt. Well, I had questioned it where a couple stones were in Hunt. So I finally wrote back to him the end of January and I copied you, Karen, on that. I haven't heard back from him. But one of them was a name that is not on Find a Grave. It's not on our map. So we have no idea where that is, where that name.
one of his names. He-
Right, yeah. And then there was also another one where there were 2 stones that we didn't know where they were located because there were no names on them. So we wanted to know where they were, because they were 2 headstones that he did work on.
I think there's one at, it's in pieces.
He had,
before they reconstructed it, and there another one that was still,
There were-
separated the top off the.
Well, there was one at Academy, Jonathan Selden.
Okay.
At Academy that I think Leaf has the pieces in his office or whatever. Because that was in such bad shape and they didn't want to leave it there over the winter to have it. Be,
Further
you know,
deteriorated.
right, yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
So what are
So,
we talking about now? Did we finish our discussion on the stone pole?
we're working
that's
on
what I
the
hear.
Peter Ellison
Oh,
contract for
Yeah.
2026. So we'll start the process on that.
And the fact that Rich and Dennis go out with Peter to decide which stones are gonna be done
okay.
this year.
Yeah. Yeah. For people.
Do you need a motion to approve him to do it again this year?
Oh, sure, why not?
Sure.
Do we have a second? How about you, Judy?
Oh, yes, I second.
Oh, great.
Have another cup of coffee, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
Oh, that's a visual.
Yeah. Can't get that out of my head.
Okay, number 5, the annual appropriation for Pine Bank. I think that's just write a check, it's in the budget. It's done.
What's that, 5,000 a year?
I think it's 5,000. We invited Pine Bank people here. They were interested in the committee, but they're not. So
And Pine Bank is 2 words.
it's 2 words. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll invite them again next meeting. I think it's good. We gotta get to
The next
have
show.
face.
I absolutely think somebody should show up, not only because we're sacrificing some of our funds for that. But I'd actually like to know the direction they're going.
Exactly.
And if we're giving you money,
And they were
I'd
asking
like to know.
and they
What
were
do you do?
asking to come visit with us. So there's
I don't even know who you contact.
Doug Reynolds, no,
Greg
Greg
Reynolds.
Reynolds has contact. And there were 2 email addresses. One of them kept bouncing back to me, but the other one went out, so we're.
Is it Ron Mullins? Is it?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
That's okay. Because I can't even find it, they're part of the
Yeah.
state association and there's not even a contact in our directory that we get.
So, yeah, we're gonna work on that this year.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think
Wow.
I think we should be showing up because my concern is I don't want to see it, now when the time comes, I don't want to see another transfer like we had in the academy where we do not get
Mhm.
all the, a deed, all the deeds, a copy of the deeds and everything else. We've got to have full documentation before we make any type of transfer.
Well,
I'm trying to go through all this all over.
I don't know if they're interested in these across America. I mean, they have plenty of veterans there, and we've had people want to do reads there, so maybe they can get a group going.
Yeah, because I've offered to guide them, share our knowledge with them.
Right.
But nobody ever comes. And this goes back several years when Patty and I were working at Cheshire on one of the voting days, primary or general election, whatever, and there was a couple gals there that were interested, but that were.
Priscilla Crawford.
Yes.
We ought to do is kind of send them a formal email or letter or somebody to invite them to it and tell them what our concerns are, or not concerns, but what our questions. Yeah.
They are concerns.
I think it is important. Priscilla Crawford was in charge for a while. I spoke with someone in Cheshire and they said that the woman that lives in the house right in front of the new section of Pine Bank is kind of in charge of that. I don't know whether her last name was Reynolds or not, but
I think her first name is Sharon.
yeah, I think so. Yes.
I've got it at home. I didn't bring it.
May require actually going to a house.
Yeah.
But yeah,
On the door.
kind of like make it a request that,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
You'd like to put them on the agenda.
Yeah, an update, cemetery update and overview or something.
Yeah,
I don't think they have a website.
well, I remember asking the, Bobby Fuller. I said, how do you bury somebody? You pull up and blow a horn? Cause we don't know how to, anybody contacts you. So we just kind of laugh. Yes. Okay, well, we'll work on that. I listed the Caring for Your Cemeteries Day for this year. Should we participate?
When is it?
Well, it's April something, but I'm gonna say, don't bother. Because last year, I sent way in advance, they forgot to tell me something. They said, oh, basically, this is for a private, not municipal cemeteries, but you can do it too. So we did it. I sent a message, not a whole article or anything, but I said, this was the day and we were here and, Sandville.
That's right, we
We
cleaned up, it.
participated on that day.
Yeah,
Crickets.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we take care of ourselves.
Yes, I would,
It's
that's,
just nothing extra. No, a lot of people, when I Zoomed in one of these group meetings, they were all about fundraising.
Yeah.
You know, we can't do that. So, I was like, well, maybe it was nice to look into it.
But but if we do it, and we can advertise it, and we get more people, aware of the cemetery
Sure.
in town, then maybe we can get more volunteers out to actually do some of the work that, you know.
We did get a
cleaning and
couple
this sort
of
of
ways.
But
I might,
there's a lot of stones gonna have to be cleaned this year.
I might resend the people who were interested. At least, annually, we wanna do this, and we're gonna do the education piece soon, so.
yeah,
or if you wanna pursue it and move forward with it and. Have almost a sign up list and say, we have to have 20 people or we're not doing it.
oh, that's a good idea.
And, get contacted,
Never-
like just an email. Yeah, I mean, it's,
It might be the whole point.
Yeah.
well, that's what, for me,
Yes.
at Woodlawn, it would be more of a headache to babysit the volunteers. I hate to sound so crass,
Know where you're going.
but that's really hard,
Yeah.
but if you want, I mean, there's other ways you can go if you're looking for volunteers. The inmate program will come and work for free.
Really?
We've had them there before and we get volunteers or, yeah, we'll come and help, but now I gotta set you up. I got all my tools, all this, all that. By the time I take care of all that,
Yeah,
my guys could have had everything cleaned up for that anyway. So it is a good thing. We have employees, so that's a little different. Obviously, this committee doesn't, but we do have the town we can use.
but
But if you can get volunteers to help actually do anything,
Yeah,
it's it's a bonus as long as you don't have to babysit.
the problem is with the gravestone cleaning, you'd wanna monitor the people. And we only put a certain amount of money in the budget for the supplies, so we don't wanna,
Yeah.
I think that we should keep within our own group. within,
right.
The committee and those of us who are the
Well,
friends of the cemetery
Take
committee.
longer to get through it, but,
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
all right.
So anyway, we digressed from your idea of cleanup day.
We'll clean up, but I don't see this officially participating as of
right,
value for us.
yeah, I would agree.
Okay.
And then last year, I mean, we went to Sand Hill, we got rid of that death tree, the heaven tree, whatever, which really should be called death because it's an invasive tree or whatever. And then they didn't follow Dennis's suggestion about getting over there to put whatever chemicals
Yeah,
or
spray
whatever
the stuff.
on that they needed, and everything grew back.
yeah.
Cause I know
So-
Dennis was kind of disappointed in that, and I can understand it, cause,
Time and work waste.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So,
okay. So. Number 7, schedule headstone cleaning. Have you spoken with?
I did, yes. In fact, I just wrote to him the other day, on Monday, I think he got back to me right away.
Wow.
He's really good about responding. He suggested Monday, May 18th at 9:00. Cause I mentioned that a couple committee members could not meet on Tuesdays. And that I gave him dates that you were away. And so he said, how about May 18th at 9:00? He said the only issue with temperature is we don't want a freeze within a couple days, which in May, that time of May, I don't think is gonna be a problem. And obviously, we'd have to postpone it if it rains. But he said this is strictly for cleaning. I have supplies for about 8 folks to get dirty if they want. I can certainly do a walkthrough and offer advice/guidance while I'm there.
Wow.
I told him Academy Cemetery. I gave him, the address for it. So,
And you said, let's do it.
I told him that we had a meeting this morning and that I would get back to him to confirm the date. So if that's okay with everybody, I'll write back to him.
Okay with us.
Okay.
Do we pay him or?
No, but Karen, you put money in the budget to give him some compensation.
Remember, I'll check.
Cause I think we talked about that, to give him something towards, we don't pay him he does it on a volunteer basis, but as he said, when Rich and I were at South Farmington Cemetery last year, when he had a program, he said, and they took up donations, they gave him some money. No,
Just
they're-
to pay for the materials.
Yeah. He said, but my wife always appreciates
Oh, sure.
donations, So, yeah, so I think. I can't remember what we talked about. Did we talk about $100? For some reason that's sticking in my mind, but
I
I don't,
That's not an unreasonable.
no, it's not.
Not at all. To be quite honest, I wouldn't start my truck for $100 to go volunteer.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's there for a day, I'm thinking $500. But I don't know how long he's there, but
Yeah,
And you wanna make it worthwhile.
yeah,
And make it, so he has interest in coming
Yeah,
back.
coming
again in the
back.
future.
yeah.
and if he's actually providing the service,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
See, he does it, he probably, he doesn't have it as a business. So he's doing it strictly as volunteer,
yeah, I do the
So
same thing.
so he's not paying taxes.
Yeah.
So, and he lives in the city of Canandaigua, I believe, because he mentioned when I talked to him last year, he mentioned that as long as it wasn't in the afternoon, because although he started to say, I've got to be home for my granddaughter. And then he said, well, she's in middle school this year and I live right near the middle school. So, that's not a problem. So that's why he said, I had mentioned 9:00 because we as a committee had decided to ask him if 9:00 would be good. So yeah, he's on board.
Good.
But yeah, I did see how much we put in to Doug's point, if we want to donate more to him.
Oh, I think,
So,
like it said, just to get there, get the supplies,
Yeah.
and to put up with us for 4 or 5 hours.
so will we use his supplies or will what you put in the budget from what Rich gave you, will we use that for future us going out and cleaning ourselves once we've learned?
Well, I think we need our own supplies
Yeah.
for other,
let him provide it for the demonstration.
That's what I'm
Let
asking,
the
yeah.
Money that we gave him cover that, because what we would spend, we don't know. Until we do these things, and we know how much it takes to do the gravestones, because we've done a few. But until we get a better handle on this, we want to stretch ours as far as we can.
yeah.
Yeah,
How,
okay.
how much does his supplies for that day cost?
Mhm.
Do you think?
Well, we bought it in a gallon, like it's a gallon or 5 quarts?
The five.
5 quart, and we did.
We bought the jug that was like about this,
Yeah,
wasn't
5
it?
quart, yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, we did 4 stones. A couple of years ago, and we used about 3/4 of that to do those stones, because what we did is we wet down the stones with water first.
Talk loud now, so Judy.
We wet down the stones first, and then where we had to with plastic scrapers, wood scrapers, we scraped off any lichen we had. Then we sprayed it, the stones with the D2, and you let it sit for 15-20 minutes. And then you go back with a soft brush and you brush the stones to clean them. Now, and when you finish that, then you're rinsing off again. You might have to go back again with D2, depends on how bad the stones are. In our case, the stones are in pretty bad shape. So I would think
It sounds like a quart of stone.
maybe about a quarter.
So
Yeah.
what did it cost for the 5 quarts? Do you remember?
It was 50 some odd dollars,
Yeah.
like low $52.
So $10 a stone.
Yeah, about that.
Try to
Yeah.
break it down real quick.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
in brushes and.
Yeah, you gotta do.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you can't use it.
No, I just want to make sure
Yeah.
he doesn't have $600 worth of material. We're giving him 500, and he's going in the hole and he's spending all day helping us.
So,
Yeah,
other-
and he's not gonna be there all day. I think at South Farmington, he was probably there for a few hours. He gave a little presentation in there.
And then let you run wild.
And then he went out
He went
and,
out and demonstrated on a couple of stones and got people started. So-
yeah, got people started, yeah.
Yeah,
so
I think that's fair.
we need water.
Yeah, could add in there kind of a proposal, some way to pay them. I mean, because we really can't take the money out of petty cash or anything. I mean, if we wanted to give them a few bucks for supplies and that, how are we gonna go about doing that?
Yeah, if you could give us a kind of a ballpark on supply costs, then we can put that into justifying.
Well, his supplies and expenses, because you broaden it a little bit, because, it's gonna cost him gas to come down here, as Doug says, he wouldn't get out of his truck, But but you wanna cover whatever expenses he has in coming down.
Like if he had a proposal, just, cause I'm sure the town will want something in writing, expenses and supplies, and, my mind keeps going to the $500 part. That way it's expenses and supplies, he's not gonna get 1099 from the town.
And he might be kind of touchy about that as far as the fact that I'm doing this as a volunteer thing. Because he said obviously, we'll have to postpone if it's raining. Okay. So he said it's strictly for cleaning. So, I can ask him, tell him we would like to reimburse him. Would that be? Or we'd like to,
We'd like to cover
Cover
the
his-
cost of the supplies.
Yeah.
Covers expenses.
I mean.
To include, the time for yourself, so. I don't,
Well, he can't itemize that as an expense.
correct. So what I would say is, if you're asking me the proposal, if I'm Dave Bloom, I'm saying, yeah, it cost me $500 for supplies and expenses, and here's my invoice.
okay,
And underneath, I'd, volunteer my time or document that, so I don't get 1099.
Yeah.
This is just for expenses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
that's the way to do
Do you need a water supply?
it. I think
Yes.
there is a spigot at Academy. We don't know if it works.
Can we
though.
ask someone at the town to bring not pressure wash, but a tank of water? I mean, they must take water around.
What we've done, being the grandparents and my parents, so. Is I have one of those, like this, that we set to an age, have a soup or whatever it is,
Probosca
or
or,
Vasco, or whatever it is. Anyway,
Muscavarna.
Oh, that's it,
thank you.
yes.
Muscavarna.
I was still like a deer in
I've got one of those,
headlights.
I've got one of those backpack sprayers, you pump it up and.
Yeah.
So you spray.
I've got, it's a shape, mine's just a jug. Yeah.
So anyway, this is a 5-gallon job, but I got it, because
Okay.
both cemeteries, my grandparents and my parents, their water spigots said. For Donna's parents are buried, there's no water available, so we have to take water to it. So I just take, I have a couple of 5-gallon carboys that I fill for water and take over.
But I think it'd be good if we could ask the town, because I think, wasn't our thought also to invite Greg and Ben to, on that date is, you know, to come as well, so they can see what we go through. And I also like the fact that he'll go around, that Dave will go around and give us advice and suggestions on some of the other stones to clean. I mean, we'll probably, maybe Rich and I'll go over in advance, a few days in advance to suggest some stones for us to clean with Dave, but then he might find some other stones. Maybe he'll go over to the cemetery beforehand and pick out some stones that he thinks we should clean.
Yeah,
I
the ones
can,
that are a real hassle, and there's, the smooth stones are fine. It's the ones that have the rough cut on the
and
edges.
Doug knows that, I'm sure, you know.
My grandparents' stones are like that, and it's been a lot of time.
Yeah.
With little wooden tools trying to pick out this stuff.
So once I confirm, let Dave know, do you want me to let you know and you can let Greg and Ben know, or do you want me to write to Greg and Ben about it? It's up to you.
It's fine either way. Let's just do a group email,
Okay. And include them.
and if there's something out there that any of us need to add or question. we
Okay.
Got it,
Okay,
one time's enough, right?
Yeah,
okay,
I think you should inquire about if there is water there.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
Okay, that's for your words.
Yeah, otherwise I have 30-gallon tank has a pump on it.
That's what I meant, yeah.
I have a 500-gallon tank, you put them back in the truck. Don't have
That's
to
a
fill it.
lot of water.
Yeah, you don't have to fill it.
But then it sloshes around the wall.
Yeah,
You can just stop light and keep going.
okay.
but it would be helpful if the water actually worked for
Yeah.
me.
Well,
Not only for this project, just for people to have.
I think you still pay a quarter at the town hall, or at the town in Cheshire to get water,
Really?
down behind A's.
Oh,
Oh,
I
really?
think people go back there and fill their water tanks.
Also at the park.
That's what the-
Can't you go down in the city water treatment plant? I don't think they charge it. Right
Yeah,
out front, you can fill it.
oh, yeah,
So Judy, do they charge at, in Cheshire?
They used to charge a quarter, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's, yeah, behind the, where the old fire hall was, yeah, there was so much, that's for a big volume of water.
Yeah.
Are we talking a quarter for whatever, or a quarter a gallon?
no quarter.
What is there, a coffee can?
I don't know, I just remember this.
That's kinda
It's
crazy.
been around forever.
It's point operated.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's crazy,
lovely.
like a car wash.
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
Yeah,
wow.
That's a good idea, maybe I'll go there for a quarter and I'll wash the truck.
Ice cream. Finish.
Wow.
all right, so we're working on the big
Okay.
roof thing.
Hmm.
Are there any other questions on Dave?
Yeah, any questions?
I'm-
Okay. So it's nice that he has supplies for about 8 folks, as he said,
Yeah,
to get dirty, so. Okay, good.
okay, so next week's Cross America, I think we just need an update.
Okay, yes, I'll give this to you. This is pretty long, but we all know that it was a cold, frigid day. But volunteers did come out, and fortunately, we didn't have the same experience that the Onondaga County Veterans Memorial Cemetery did. They laid over 3,500 wreaths in a blinding snowstorm.
Oh, my God.
So, and then the Canandaigua chapter of the DAR gave an American flag again, and that's something that they're going to do annually. Our speakers were phenomenal. What? Oh,
Well, Judy,
Something happened on my phone.
Oh, okay. So Ginny Fiends, a Marine Corps veteran and the chaplain at Post 457 American Legion in Phelps, spoke at Hun. And she had, her speech was memorized from research she did, and there were a lot of compliments on it. So we're trying to get her for the Canandaigua History Alliance program. And then Bob Green, former Bristol Town Supervisor and a veteran himself with 2 Purple Hearts, spoke at Academy. And then Senator Pam Helming was at Academy as well. And she shared a special message about the teach component of the Wreaths mission. And then at Academy this year, we had a new young bugler, Willow Taylor. Her dad was part of the honor guard, the 33rd New York. And she did a great job for us, cold fingers and all, but she is an experienced bugler. She's done it many times before. So, and both cemeteries were able to fire their weapons, even with the cold weather and flurries periodically. And then I wanted to thank Dennis, Katie Hergesell, and Rich for taking photos. And Rich and I are in the process of getting photos together so we can send them to Sue Sorencione, so she can do a YouTube video again, like she did last year. That's something I've been kind of delinquent in doing. And then we went to Remington Cemetery afterwards, after we finished at Hun, and Marilyn Rohde, the adjacent homeowner, was there to help us as well. And I just put in my notes here, Dave and Judy, so you can see it too, that Remington is a resting place of Revolutionary War of 1812 and Mexican-American War veterans. In fact, one veteran, Jacob Holtz, was in both the Revolutionary War and the War of 1812. So, and then the next day, or maybe the same day, Rich and I went and we had 2 extra wreaths because they put 12 in a box. So we went to Sand Hill and Lucas and put them on the signpost there. So we'll do the same thing again this year too. We're not going to add to our count so we can put them at the other cemeteries. I don't think there's any veterans at Cooley, and I don't know about Tilton, New Michigan, because we haven't done anything there. So we'll just, you know. And then we were very pleased to have a write-up in the Penny Saver for a 2-page write-up in the Penny Saver on December 5th. So so that was nice. We weren't sure about that. So I'll keep in touch with Greg and Ben about when to clean up the wreaths. As Karen mentioned, that the ceremonial wreaths are all still standing, but Rich and I have been over there once to both cemeteries to check. Obviously with the wind, well, when we were there, there was a lot of snow on the ground, so some of the wreaths might not be at the designated spots, but once we can see green again, we'll.
Those stamps that you gave us.
We're still using them, yeah.
Right down in the ground and right down to the crossbar. And so there's plenty of in there. So they held up very well.
Yeah. Yeah. And it worked out well last year because we went over the day before to put the ceremonial wreaths up, knowing that Saturday was going to be a really cold day. We didn't want to have to get to the cemeteries any earlier than we needed to. So, and I gave a year-end presentation to the board on December 22nd, because I felt it was important to thank and acknowledge that particular board, since there's so much turnover now, that particular board for their support since 2023 when we started. And then when I look back at my notes, I gave a December presentation in 2024 as well. So I guess we do it in October and December. So, and then some interesting overall statistics from Wreaths Across America itself. There were 5,598 participating locations in 2025, and that was up from 4,900 in 2024. Wow. So more than 3.1 million veterans wreaths were laid, and there were millions of volunteers, nearly a third of them children, across all 50 states and abroad. It's hard for them to count and know how many volunteers because, you know, you can sign up to volunteer on the website, but people don't do that. They just come to the ceremonies. So Friends of Canandaigua Cemeteries will still be our sponsorship group again this year. And that was a great help in last year because we had increased our count by 13 wreaths because we did Remington last year. So we'll keep it there this year. And Saturday, December 19th is Wreaths Across America Day this year. And they even gave us the dates for 27 and 28. So, and then the theme this year is Remember Me. So that's it.
So, just an aside. Betty McNair was gonna share in the program. And then Betty had a family issue, bad family issue, so I just did her part. And I know we have a committee when we come up, and that almost worked perfect. I think the person who opens can close. Instead of having another player, although it's nice to involve us.
Yes, yeah.
But it just felt when it was cold and nobody was listening anyways, but.
They couldn't hear over the chatter of the teeth.
That's right, that's right. I mean, a week ago, I think, I still had another good compliment on someone who attended.
Nice. Oh,
So,
good. Good.
For all your work,
yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
all your little details and
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome, but it's also the whole team that puts it, that we all work so well together. That, and that's important. So everybody has a role to play. Judy and Betty are the great writers and, you know, so. But,
Wordsmiths.
yes, you're great at that, so. But, yeah, so it was another successful year, and when everybody gets back, we'll have another meeting. And, you know, like last year, we didn't have that many meetings because we did so much by email. I don't see any reason why we can't do that again this year too, once we have our initial kickoff meeting in
Yeah, it's
person.
always fun to sit around a cup of coffee.
It is, yes. So,
Okay, so comments and concerns. I just want, I left the day after the ceremony for California. And we were out there 3 weeks, and when we went to Sutter Mills where the gold rush was. We also visited a pioneer cemetery. When there was somebody who was from Ovid, New York, he must have gone west for the gold rush, because that's mostly where the original people buried there are from.
oh my God.
So, I'm like, oh, I took a picture, I have to go look them up, I don't know if I'll find them, but I thought, well, that's somebody from home.
Yeah.
So,
Had they done Wreaths Across America at that
they did
cemetery?
not, they did not.
Oh, wow.
The gold too.
Well, we went to the mill, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't set up, they call it cold, I mean, it was 50. You know, and I'm like, well, it's not that cold here, it's very nice. And the odd thing was, we got there and then our son said, oh, we wanna take Joan to go see snow. Okay, so we had to Tahoe. And we couldn't get through because of the roads, but we pulled off and he went sledding and I'm like, I came from.
Right.
From
3,000 miles.
Oh, anyways,
Oh, boy.
so, I have the next meeting, March 3rd.
Oh, my concern is, I know you and Karen and Doug and Dave and Dennis were gonna get together for rules and
Yeah,
regs.
we've worked hard on that, haven't we?
Yeah, well,
Well, Dennis.
I've had this. Reviewing it a bunch of times and it gets shuffled around. I am gonna go back to the office and whip up it today.
Oh, thank you. I will.
Oh, so you've already met?
No.
No, we,
Oh, we put it on Doug.
no, we're gonna do it, but we, you know, we kind of.
He was gonna do some, he was gonna shoot it out. He was
Yeah, we're gonna start basic first and we'll.
Yeah.
I'll give it to these guys first, cause it's a side committee and then we'll all review and thoughts.
Yeah.
I mean, cause it's gonna be a personal take on mine, like I see the rules now. Things that make me cringe,
Oh.
some of the things, and that not only just the rules for the cemetery, there's a few other things that. In the town's ruling that might need to be questioned or clarified.
Good.
But I will go back. I have today. I already went to Rochester this morning to drop off my truck for service, so I'm kind of tied in the office today.
Oh, thank you.
When you're missing a vehicle, it kind of sucks, but.
Yeah, just think of all the work you can get done.
I will.
Off.
Yeah. I just got a new computer last week. It takes, 3 days to transfer everything.
What is it, Windows 11?
Yeah,
Oh, have fun.
yeah. But anyways, I am gonna go back and I'm gonna hammer stuff out today.
Good. And I'll, look for it.
Should be sitting by the. break.
Well.
Yeah, Jesus, why hasn't he emailed yet? It's 11:30.
No, oh, there he is. Okay, so I've got the next date, March 3rd.
Uh-huh.
Will you be back, Judy?
No, not on March 3rd. We'll probably be back on April, beginning of April.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll check with Dennis. I know he couldn't make it today, but.
I can't make March 3rd
You
either.
can.
Want to go for another date then?
Sure.
I mean, we're flexible.
You can see me.
I'll be in transit. From a warmer climate.
I don't know.
Coming back from a warm climate?
Yeah, we're only going to the Bahamas.
Oh, only.
Well, usually we do. We're gonna do Aruba, but my wife is scared of what's going on down there.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't want to venture too far,
Oh, it's too close to South America, is that
close to
Venezuela?
Venezuela.
Oh, yeah, I'd be concerned too.
So we changed it. We're on the Bahamas
So when are you back?
that day,
Oh, that day.
but not until 11 o'clock in the evening.
I don't know if you wanna
Move back a week or.
put the 10th? March 10th?
I don't know.
I would think that would be fine.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
have a meeting that night, but we don't have one during the day.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
well, let's move to the 10th.
Okay.
I'll tell them upstairs.
We should be able to get the room there.
We should. We could always use. Or is that one Joseph Walton or Wilson or
Oh, Joseph Wood.
where is that
Oh.
available?
I would think so. I would think,
Yeah,
yeah.
we have a limit on office room now, don't we? It's a renovation.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because
I'll check.
If there's ever an issue, you can use the community room at our chapel.
oh,
Like to do that.
No Zoom, but
In a nicer room.
That can bring in.
just have to set your hotspot over
You
by a
can't get
window.
it to work here anyway, so.
No, I mean, I can bring my, we, for the.
Yeah.
I handle the Zoom for the Republican Committee. So, and we're not utilizing it that much, so we could probably do
Yeah.
the same thing, but probably use it for this.
Okay, nice. Well, let's do my 10th at 9 o'clock. We'll play here at Town Hall and then we'll double check on that.
Was a 360.
Oh, nice.
Anything else?
Yep.
Look at that.
no.
Barely
Your
enough.
hotspot near your window or
Wow.
whatever, because it's
So you can go back to
in
bed.
those
night.
walls, it's like that.
You can stay in bed is what
Yeah,
Karen
that's
really
right, stay in
meant.
Is it?
Yeah, the same, yeah, it's 33 down here now, we're about 10, but we started off really low.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
shame.
Where
Boy,
are they?
I'm really sorry for you.
Well, yeah, yesterday the high was 27 on one of our thermometers and the sensor never hits the sun. So it was probably a little warmer in the sun. So that was like a heat wave and the sun was shining, but it's,
Down here, they got like lights directing weather in the 20s,
Oh.
Were they?
And I figured,
Virginia.
no, they shut right.
Wow.
Oh, nothing.
Well, they don't know what to do with snow down there.
No.
What
They
part,
don't.
what-
They're
What part of Virginia are you in?
Yorktown down by Williamsburg,
Oh, okay.
between Virginia Beach and Williamsburg.
Very nice.
It is nice. They call it the historic triangle, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff to do. Tidal things, it's easy to get to a beach.
Nice.
Well,
We
enjoy.
went out, our grandson had, I think he had 3 days out of school in the past month.
Yeah.
Wow. Boy. And I just read something, I don't know what states, but there's some northern states that kids have been out of school for 6 days because the cold, the temperatures have been so frigid. I haven't checked with our son lately because our grandkids used to have days off when it was really cold and the roads might be okay, but so many roads in their school district are dirt roads and buses can't get down them. And they don't want kids standing out in the frigid weather. So if it's below a certain temperature, they close school. So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well.
All right, well,
Well,
shall we adjourn?
stay warm.
Yeah.
So moved.
That'd be a turn.
Yay.
I second.
Okay, and it's carried.
Judy?
Pull the covers up and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Judy, while I have you on the phone, are you okay with us asking Rick Roxon to talk for an academy for Reese this year?
Sure, I thought that sounded good. Yeah, I thought I texted you back, maybe I didn't. No, sounds good to me.
Okay, no, I haven't heard from anybody really. Patty had the name of somebody, an Elks person. But I think we're gonna ask Jeff Gallahan for Hun, because Karen saw him recently.
At the bar.
Oh, at a bar, okay.
That's where the most work gets done.
Exactly.
That's where good work is.
Yeah, so you're okay with, yeah. So you're okay with Jeff?
Oh, the Casa de Pasta, the
Yes,
cemetery would,
Oh, okay,
would be at.
all right, very good, thanks.
Everything with.
Thank you.
Probably,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the other one.
Bye.
Is it the Casa de Pasta that we went to where we saw Terry at the bar?
Yes.
Probably.